changed the LBW decision, but the umpire review from the far end worked in their favor. Off the mark straight away. That's what you need to do, get Mishara on strike. And that's what I like, what Nafe did as well. When Mishara started finding the middle of the bat, he played second fiddle.
A right-hand, left-hand combination going forward for the tactics for the Jaffna Kings. Hridoy, one of the best when it comes to the death overs. He can hit the long ball. All will remember the over he scored against Shahnawaz Dahani up in Pallakale. So pretty sure the hopeful of Jaffna Kings hope that Tawhid will have one more impact in the qualifier one.
But now, this very moment, it's about Kamil Mishara, who's on 97. Oh yeah, gets it through. That's 100. Times it to perfection. What a knock. Kamil Mishara. He's peppered the boundary and over it as well. The only chances he gave were those in the crowd. They opted to drop it as well. Brilliant. Kamil Mishara's first.
Charith Asalanka, not too sure whether the ball carried or not, but it burst through the palms. That's for sure. Bowled a York at 141.8 by Ishan Malinga. Used the pace to advantage. Opened the face of the bat, Kamil. Hope that it would have gone through the vice captain of the Galants, and certainly did. An elated Jaffna Kings dugout. Very well done, Kamil Mishara.
Dot to end the over. 16 bowled, 178 for 2.
It's been a batting masterclass by Kamil Mishara. 101 or 50 balls, 9 fours and 7 sixers. Amir Sohail, what do you make out of these innings?
Absolutely brilliant. You know, it started off with a measured approach. But once he's got his bearing right, oh, that's shout. That is a big shout. They'll be interested, that's for sure. Yeah, gone for it.
TV umpire director, review for LBW. On-field decision is not out. I check the feet. It's a fair delivery. Start with front on, please. Ball passes close to the bat. Can I have the ultra-edge? Roll it forward. Flat line. Roll it forward. Flat line as ball passes the bat. Satisfied, no bat. Go to the ball tracker when it's ready. Original decision is not out. Impact in line. Wickets umpire's call. Kumba, stay with your not out decision. Stand by.
It was mightily close. Mightily close. Maybe millimeters. Had he been given out, it would have stayed that way.
They say it's a game of centimeters, and once again proven. Hridoy survives. And talking about Mishara, you know, once he got his bearing right, there was no looking back. And the way he treated one of the most dangerous bowler in this LPL, Columbage, was a treat to watch. He had nowhere to run. Whatever he bowled went towards the boundary line.
Well, some dignitaries down the ground. Should be cut off. I can tell you, Mr. Chandra Shaft, a highly distinguished double international of Sri Lanka, has held many positions in the administration. Anil Mohan and Samantha Durangwala, of course, known Anil Mohan, chairman of IPG, Samantha Durangwala, director of the Lanka Premier League. And a no ball. That is a surprise. That is indeed a surprise.
Not the time to ball, a no ball. Got away with it. Only a couple. Yeah, knock of highest order from the left-hander. He's been consistent throughout. And in an important game, he brought his A game. And what a knock. And thoroughly enjoyed by all and sundry.
Well, we've been speaking how good our prediction guru has been. Chaskabai has been on top of his game. Predicted Kamil Mishara and he has delivered. Seem to know Chaskabai. Big, big, big enough. 6.
He's a dynamite, isn't he? Tawhid Hridoy. He's the one also batted very well throughout this LPL. He has brought that strength in the middle order. And he knows how to finish an innings.
Good fielding, but they'll still get a run. 12 of the over. We're down to the last 3. It's 190 for 2. I can tell you that the bowlers have had a real pounding. Just look at Akif, Shanaka, Kolabage for the first time under pressure. Nawaz, just a solitary over. Well, that's a massive price as far as the bowlers are concerned.
Yeah, they are gunning for 235, aren't they? The way these two batters are batting, it's doable. And talking about Gallants, they have scored 200 runs 4 times in this LPL. But that was batting first. That's in the air, but it'll be safe. Yeah, their mettle will be tested in this game. For the first time, they'll be forced to chase more than 200 runs. What a knock. What a knock. He's one batsman who was never shy to use his feet. He used the depth of the crease, never afraid to express himself. Took risks, and he prevailed in a big way in this game for his side.
Always felt that something big was on the cards with Mishara. Slow ball. Good fielding, but hit very fast. Shanaka holding it back, but yeah, you're right. Just the way he battered, it was a matter of time before he delivered something big. Just look at where he's been scoring runs, Amir. All round, he's a 360 player.
You name a stroke, he played it in this innings.
Slight knock on, that's not good fielding. That is adding to pressure. And there have been some great partners, great sponsors of the Lanka Premier League. This is one of them. Kalun Life Sciences, which is Sri Lanka's largest IV fluid and injectables manufacturer, and I can tell you that they are the only European approved sterile pharmaceuticals manufacturer. And mind you, they're based in Galle in Kandy. That's where we were just a few days ago. So that's one of our partners, Kelun. Low bouncer, and he's going to get runs, and he'll get 4 of them. Shanaka bowling into the pitch, and Hridoy was on top of his game.
That was educated edge. The moment he saw that slow delivery, the intention was to hit the ball over the head of the wicketkeeper, and he was successful. Tawhid Hridoy. Pressure is ramping up for sure, in a big way.
I think we're in for a good game. I say that because Galants, we've seen how good they bat. And if Jaffna could get to 230 or maybe thereabout on a good surface, he'll have one tremendous chase. Now, will this be called a wide? Yes, it's called a wide. The tram line didn't move, just stayed there. And the umpire was very, very convinced that that was a wide. He's not happy. But let's just look at it. Oh no. Maybe it was not important. It was a wide anyway. 199. Amir, they're left with what? 14 deliveries. You reckon 240 on the cards?
Look, remember that game played at Tambula where Tawhid Hridoy was able to score more than 30 runs in the last over. Changed the complexion of the game. So, ability is there. For the first time, Galants being challenged here. They're running for everything. 200 on the board.
Well, they needed a direct hit. But they get the 200, some really good games now scheduled. And look at this one coming up. This is the eliminator. Virtual semi-final, Colombo Caps versus Kandy Royals. That's number 3 and 4. And I can tell you that one of the teams will qualify to play the losers here. But how big is this game going to be?
This is the 3rd highest score here in Colombo in LPL history. What a time to get 200 runs. Whoa. Was in the air, but in the gap. Another boundary scored by Mishara. Great way to end the over. It's 204 for 2. Course, what was Shanaka thinking?
I think he lost his length. He liked it. He seemed to be a fan. Right, Hridoy. Slow ball, hit hard, 6. Tawhid Hridoy. He is a pocket dynamo. Magnificent batting.
And that was a rocket from Dynamo. More bend in his stance. The reason? He was trying to spot the line and the length early to be able to play his strokes, and got that delivery in the radar. And no half miles. Went through the stroke, and the result was sweet. He should be a happy man. Rajapaksha, his batting lineup has made him proud.
Again, beautiful. What an acquisition is this man. He has been a fantastic addition to this Jaffna Kings team.
Amazing stroke, amazing. He was slightly off balance, but was still able to execute stroke of highest quality. A May flick, and it kept going. Thoroughly enjoyed by the captain. He's turning it on.
Amir, I think we both saw him in Bangladesh and we were both in awe of the way he batted then as a youngster. That's good thinking. He saw him coming, he was going wide. And I can tell you it was a precious dot, but what a play he's turning out to be.
Yeah, he's a much improved player, Hridoy. When we saw him first, he just wanted to hit everything out of the park, but he's come of age. Now he waits for his time. And once again, bowling very wide, and got away with it.
I think he destroyed the wide, but on Tawhid Hridoy, his strike rate in the last 3 overs told to me by Azim is 288. And you're talking about one of the top wicket takers in the LPL, Ishan Malinga. He's got 13. And he's been carted around 14 runs in this over. Again into the pitch. Dragged from outside the off stump. Right, 220 for 2. We're into the last over. Dasun Shanaka. Expect drama. And that's what you get. 6 of the first ball. It's the highest score in the tournament so far. And what a response after being asked to bat first.
He knows where the gaps are. And every time he has improvised, he's managed to hit the ball into the gap. In no time, he scored 38 runs, Tawhid Hridoy. A dot delivery, a rarity.
Right now, if you're wondering why Amir Sohail is looking so good with this attire, that's because we've been fortunate to have the Lowy Ceylon clothes, LPL clothing partner. They've given us some wonderful clothing, very stylish, makes people look stylish, like our good friend Amir Sohail. Earlier on, if you saw Russell Arnold, Maharoof and the rest.
I'm just trying to match the ambience which you have created, Roshan.
Yeah. A very special ambience, and that's because of the Lowy Ceylon clothing. Outstanding. It combines tradition with a real Sri Lankan tradition, I must say.
Yeah, one thing is associated with Lowy is sartorial elegance.
Down the ground, and 6. This man is a special player, I'll tell you. Tawhid Hridoy is a superstar hailing from Bangladesh, and he's showing us why.
Yeah, executing those strokes elegantly. Just pulling his weight back to be able to hit the ball in the air. Tremendous batting. Tremendous. Looking to bat the opposition out of the game here. Jaffna Kings.
Again, strong wrists, he'll get a boundary, and that is his half century. What an innings of just 20 deliveries. And what an innings, just toying with the bowling and picking his spots.
If I'm not wrong, this is the fastest half century in this LPL. Prior to that, it was 21 deliveries scored by Leru Dara. That was in Palakkale Kandy when he went on to score that 100.
Tell you what, they've complemented each other. Mishara started off well, and now he's allowed Hridoy to express himself. And that partnership of 65 of 29 is completely dented the Galle Galants. The last ball of the innings. Hridoy on strike. What will he get here? And he gets 4. That's a great way to finish. 22 runs in the over. And Jaffna Kings have recorded the highest ever score in the LPL history. In Colombo, that is. 242 for 2.
Yeah, throughout these 20 overs,